Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Seconds. I am sure that its scope would further widen with the passage of time. I hope you all will return to your respective seats of justice and jurisprudence with a host of ideas and with the determination to implement those which have transformative impact. I am sure that the deliberations of the conference will help strengthen the judicial system not only in India but also in other countries. I am glad that the Chief Justice of India gave me this opportunity to share my thoughts with such a learned audience. I also congratulate him and his colleagues for organizing this international judicial conference. Building on its success, I am sure the conference will become an annual event organized in different parts of the world for consolidation of best legal practices and ideas towards helping shape a better world. The Hindu group of publications has been relentlessly aiming to capture the essence of this great country insistence through its responsible and ethical journalism. I commend them for their insistence on sticking to the five basic principles of journalism: truth telling, freedom and independence, justice, humanness, and contributing to the social good. I am borrowing here Shri and Ram's wonderful description of these principles as Panchil for the Hindu group of newspapers. You all deserve appreciation for organizing the huddle as a platform for the churning of thought on a variety of issues that concern people. I am sure that the nectar, that is Amrit, coming out from the churning wood benefits the nation and the world. Let me tell you why it is civilizationally contextual to hold the huddle in this land. Long before the West discovered the benefits of democratic decision making, Sant Basveshwara, a 12th century philosopher endowed with extraordinary wisdom, had promoted a culture of collective discussion which was called Anubhav Mantap. This is remembered as one of the world's first parliaments where people were encouraged to speak their mind irrespective of their social status. This was also a unique experiment of gender equality as women were also encouraged to take part in discussions and express their views. We, the people of India, are blessed to have sages like Bhagwan Basveshwara among our ancestors. Debate and discussion are internalized in India's social psyche to arrive at truth since time immemorial. They are means to an end. On a lighter side, I am talking about an era that preceded high voltage TV debates. Even in this period of transition, the Hindu continues with its tradition of conducting informed debate through news and views. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the Hindu seeks to protect the sanctity of the printed word and holds fast to the ideology of truth. There is no doubt that perception of truth is conditioned by circumstances. For example, we tend to describe the day's progress with the rising or setting of the sun, but we know that it is more of a popular and metaphorical expression than the truth. Through arduous research, we came to know it well that neither does the sun rise nor does it set. The conditions that cloud the truth's positions are effectively dispelled by a contestation of ideas through debate, discussion, and scientific temper. Prejudices and violence vitiate the search for truth. As one of the oldest newspapers in the subcontinent, the Hindu has contributed immensely to the nation building. Fired by a nationalist impulse, six intrepid youth of Madras, barely out of their teens, founded the Hindu in 1878 to redeem our cultural pride. They challenged the imperial power at its peak and nourished nationalism. Since then, the story of the Hindu's journey is quite instructive for those who wish to understand the spirit of India, that is Bharat. Readers to responded enthusiastically. For many in Chennai and there elsewhere, the morning came to mean a cup of filter copper and a copy of the Hindu. One of these newspapers' avid readers was the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi himself. When the Hindu celebrated its golden jubilee in 1928, Gandhiji wrote, I gladly add mine to the many tributes that will be paid to the Hindu on its golden jubilee. I consider the Hindu to be one of the best, if not the best, among the Indian owned dailies throughout India. Gandhiji's insistence on truth, that is Satyagraha, was based on his unique understanding of truth. Gandhiji, as we all know, was a journalist too and edited a range of journals in several languages in South Africa as well as in India. His journalism was journalism with a cause, yet he was deeply aware of the cause of journalism itself too, which is simply truth itself. That is why he cautioned against the superficiality, the one-sidedness, the inaccuracy, and often even dishonesty that had crept into journalism. As he evolved from Mohandas to Mahatma, truth with a capital T became his sole cause, sole quest. Sometimes dogmas and personal prejudices distort the truth. In the 150th year of Gandhiji's birth, let us ponder upon this question: will it not be proper to pursue truth itself as the ideology? Gandhiji has shown us the path by walking ceaselessly in search of truth, which would ultimately encompass every positive attribute that enriches the universe. Today, however, we seem to be living in what has come to be called the post-truth era. I wonder what Gandhiji would have said about it. Of late, there have been attempts to give various shades to truth and define its stages as if some final truth exists beyond provisional truths. To my mind, such attempts are nothing more than indulgence in semantics. Truth exists in absolute form which cannot be eclipsed by blinkers of prejudices. It cannot be a case of your truth versus my truth. Truth has to be one. I am sure that society has been moving in this direction to discover truth through persistent dialogue, argumentation, and scientific approach. Let me cite one instance of how society has been transforming itself. 2 weeks back, I visited the Kendriya Vidyalaya located in the Rashtrapati Bhavan premises for an interaction with students.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.